things are getting, I think, somewhat better in terms of our popular understanding of crony capitalism. It's become a household word of sorts. But we have a long way to go. So how do you think we can move the needle so that people appreciate honest entrepreneurship, honest entrepreneurs, and become less hostile to, more hostile to rent seekers or interest seekers?
Well, maybe I might be somewhat optimistic on this point. Actually, I think part of what you have seen in the political reaction of the last several years since the financial crisis is a sort of awakening on the part, certainly not of everybody, but on a not insignificant portion of the population that says, "Hey, wait a minute." I don't want to sound like Elizabeth Warren here, but in some spheres of life, a system is sort of rigged, where there are people who are in industry, who are very close to government, and who use political levers to their own advantage. And we saw that most acutely during the financial crisis. And that's very un-American in the sense that if you look at the history of sort of American economic history, you contrast that with entrepreneurs who were wealth creators without relying on the help, the direct help of the state. And so you see, at the same time that we're suffering through a crony capitalism related, financial crisis and economic crisis, you also see the lionization of people like Steve Jobs when he died, and then understanding that there's a big difference here, right, between somebody who uses his talents and energies to create wealth, and then the people who use their talents and energies to maybe siphon off wealth for themselves. So part of it is just pointing to the examples. And part of it is also trying to explain the positive spillover effects that come with genuine entrepreneurial activity. Most of the great wealth creation that's created by entrepreneurs actually doesn't accrue to them. I know you know this from your research on this. It accrues to society at large. And it's just a point that needs to be stressed and made over and over again. In developing countries, people think that is how you get rich. We were fortunate in the United States, partly by having it be a frontier nation and its own sort of unique experiences, that people were able to see a different model of wealth creation not tied to the state. But a lot of people in a lot of parts of the world, they don't have that model, nearby, and it's part of the reason that a lot of them want to leave their countries and come to a place like the United States. But it's important that we keep the U.S. a place where genuine wealth creation and entrepreneurship is valued and prized, and that crony capitalism is squashed out.
Yeah, we just, according to the latest, I think it's the Fraser Index, there are a couple of indices on economic freedom, mm-hmm. and the United States is dropping like a stone on these measures, and that is increasingly due to the unholy alliance between business and state to extract rents, as you put it.